decided to build a neobank for SMEs and logistics. Now, just for a second, imagine you're a truck driver transporting goods from point A to B, and it's Sunday night, and you kind of running out of fuel, and you have to stop at a gas station. You've run out of money, and you have no clue what you're going to do. There's nobody who's going to lend you. Banks don't understand your credit risk profile. That nobody can provide you money on a very fast basis. What do, right? Well, that's what we're here for. A truck driver that needs operational financing would simply take a picture of their invoices, upload it into our system, and would get financing within a matter of minutes. Now, of course, it goes way beyond just finance. The differentiator compared to banks, for instance, that really don't understand SMEs, is the super fast onboarding. We do automated KYC, AML within 25 minutes. It's all done. Like I said, the speed to money is also a key differentiator. From uploading the invoice to getting the finances, it's a matter of minutes again. And then we try to make it as seamless as possible for SMEs as well. It takes 3 clicks and a minute to upload your invoice and get money. Obviously, it's not just about the speed, it's about the vertical focus on logistics. Our customers find way more than just financing. We've embedded an insurance product and a bunch of partnerships with the corporate clients that help us provide additional benefits to our customers. Yeah, we are, super SME friendly. The alternative credit risk engine allows us to finance companies that would otherwise be unbankable. It's a highly scalable model because the risk is automated. And of course, we try to make it as safe as possible for our investors, so we've insured the majority of the portfolio. The vision is to be just way more than that. It's to really become the hub for all financial and insurance products for SMEs in logistics. Right now, we operate in 3 markets, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Poland. We really want to expand to Poland more aggressively next year. And that's one of the things that, of course, the market size is what makes Poland very attractive for us. And we're raising 2.4 mil to do exactly that, to go into Poland and to expand the product range. Thank you.
Thank you. We can, applause for our startup here, for Jarosław. And now let's move on to the Q&A. Who'd like to start? Go ahead, Pascal.
I'll go first. What's the limitation in terms of capital that you are going to finance?
Say again, sorry?
The limitation, or the maximum amount of money you are going to finance?
Right. Well, so we don't set any limit on maximum ticket size, right? That's not really the issue. For small companies, it's more like the minimum size of the invoice that they care about. A lot of platforms that do SME financing, they set up a certain minimum level of invoice size that you need to have. Because we automate the process, we don't really care about that. The maximum size that we have had so far was about 15,000 euros.
And what's your go-to-market strategy?
So, obviously, partnerships are key. So we partner with companies that have hundreds of SMEs that operate in logistics in their portfolio. And together, we either embed our solution to their interface, or they simply give us access to their databases, and we can, target them like that.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you for the pitch. And how easy is it for you to penetrate new markets in terms of regulations and licenses, compliance you need to onboard before?
Right. Of course, KYC and AML, that's a bit of an annoying thing that we have to deal with. But luckily, these processes are getting increasingly automated. So through third-party providers, we can make it quite seamless for our customers. Of course, every country is slightly different. What's possible in Germany is not possible in Poland, and and Czech Republic, etc., etc. So we need to tweak it a bit. But that's kind of one thing. And then second thing is that, of course, regulation impacts our expansion strategy. So when we look at kind of the next markets to go into, we look at how big they are, of course, but also at how regulated they are. And luckily, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland especially, is not regulated in that particular financial service.
Hi, Jarosław.
Hi.
I think you started, of course, in Czech Republic.
That's right.
So what were the challenges that you faced at the beginning there?
Well, I would say, of course, getting enough debt capital, right? So this is not just an equity-heavy play. It's very much a capital-intensive and debt-intensive play. So getting the first couple of million was a bit tough. Right now, we have about 36 million euros in the pipeline from debt capital providers, which means that we can have some decent volumes.
And now that you're trying to expand also to Poland, what is the strategy? How the strategy differ from what you did in Czech Republic?
We did a lot of direct sales at the beginning, right? So this was just, in order to really get to know our clients, we spent quite a bit of time with them, meeting them at the gas stations and stuff like that, really chatting over coffee. Right now, we are kind of beyond that, right? So it's about finding the best possible partners in Poland that can help us scale very rapidly, right? And we have a couple or three in the pipeline right now that we think could be a good fit. So it's a matter of commercial negotiation right now.
And have you thought to sell this like a white label software to other organizations in debt financing?
Originally, we didn't think about it, right? Because that's not kind of what we got ourselves into. But we've been approached a couple of times in the recent weeks by other fintechs that operate some, either kind of SME-focused products and want to expand into factoring. They really liked the interface, both kind of on the customer-facing side and on the kind of back office side, and they wanted to lease it. I mean, we don't really have a model for that just yet, but that could be a viable option to expand to markets where we don't kind of want to expose ourselves and we don't want to take the capital risk, but we can still provide the solution as a software.
10 seconds to go, so I'm not sure if there's any time.
Just a quick question. What's the expertise of your team?
Right. I mean, so myself, obviously, it's finance. Otherwise, this would be not really possible. My CTO is a software architect and a university professor in engineering, of course. My chief risk officer, he's built a fintech before, focused on SME financing. My chief marketing officer, he's worked in, probably the best.
Unfortunately, we'll have to follow up on that. Okay,
right.
I'm
Well,
sorry. 4 minutes past. Big applause for our startup that just pitched 4trans and Jarosław Ton. And now, Quanti.